Good chance to be president.
Welcome back, everyone. A closer look at Vote 2016 history on the campaign trail. Hillary Clinton has claimed the Democratic nomination, but this morning, Bernie Sanders is still vowing to fight on. So Matt Engel is joining us now. He's a Democratic advisor, and we want to break down what this means for Hillary Clinton's campaign and also moving forward the general election. Good to see you, Matt. Thank you for being here.
Good to be here. Happy to be here.
This is a historic moment. 95 years after the 19th Amendment, which allowed women to vote, we have the first female candidate of a major party now nominated for her party for president. Bernie Sanders didn't mention her or acknowledge her until 15 minutes into his speech vowing to fight on. Is that a mistake on his part?
I don't know that it's a mistake. Bernie has run a very hard race. He's done well, better than he expected and anybody else expected, and he's disappointed right now at what happened. So I think he needs a little time, he needs a little space, he needs to meet with the president. I think that will help him out a little bit.
Do you think that space known as the Oval Office and a little time with President Obama will change things on Thursday?
I think it will. I think that you'll start to see a movement. He probably will wait until after the final primary, which is really in D.C., and Hillary will win that as well. And then I think you'll see a movement to come together.
It's interesting. Her narrative has already changed. She said in an interview last night she really is more aligned with Bernie Sanders on more issues than she is not. Is that a play to get his voters, or does she truly align with him on issues, and will he have a voice in her administration?
Well, they certainly have a lot more in common than they have in opposition. For example, I think on the minimum wage, I think you're going to see her move to increasing the minimum wage along the lines that Bernie has talked about. She's really been talking to his voters for a couple of months now, and, since it's been inevitable that she would be the nominee.
Does Donald Trump have an opportunity to get any of those Bernie Sanders voters?
I don't think so. It's particularly what's happened over the last few days. Right now,
speaking in particular to his comments about the judge overseeing the Trump University
absolutely,
case.
And then they're more than comments. It was a racist attack, and this is a real litmus test. Whether you're a Ken Sheets, who is a Democrat here in Dallas, or your Governor Abbott sitting in Austin, Texas, this is a real character test right now as to whether or not they're willing to separate from Donald Trump.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you next, because when it comes to a general election, when they narrow the field, two things happen. They begin talking specific policy as it relates to a range of things. They also talk about if someone's actions are a misstep or a reflection of character, and that conversation's already happening with Donald Trump. This is anecdotal, but last night at dinner, someone who is a Trump supporter said the developments over the last week or so have changed her mind, and she doesn't think she'll vote. So do Trump voters not vote, or should I say Republicans not vote because of Trump, or will they cast a ballot for Hillary Clinton?
Well, there are a lot of fair-minded Republicans out there who feel betrayed, I think, by the process that left them with Donald Trump. I think that a lot of them are going to look at Hillary. They're going to decide that they love their country more than they dislike Democrats, and they're going to do the right thing.
All right, interesting moving forward here as we narrow the field, a general election. What will happen with Bernie Sanders after that meeting on Thursday with the president? We will be following it all very closely. Matt Engel, thank you for being here.
Happy to be here.
All right.